Inside the halls of the Sarah Heinz House Boys and Girls Club, the mood is contagious.
3 little ducks swim.
Kids are singing and laughing, feeling right at home, and that's the idea.
It's literally a home away from home.
A home that provides a safe place for kids to go after school, on the weekends, and during the summer. The Sarah Heinz House serves more than 1,000 boys and girls each year, all between the ages of 6 and 18.
The spectrum of personalities that we have are as varied as the different types of flowers in the state of Pennsylvania.
Stanley Pittman has been executive director at the Sarah Heinz House since 1986.
Some of them have a tough walk in life. There is no limitations at Sarah Heinz House. Every kid has an opportunity to participate in every program.
And there are more than 160 programs kids can choose from. To their minds in a creative writing class, and even their imaginations in art or music classes. There's even a kitchen, which offers kids 1 free meal and 1 free snack a day. And while the programs provide the fun, there's another goal at the Sarah Heinz House.
I remind our staff all the time, we are not in program business. Even though we run 160 programs a week, we are in the youth development business.
At the end of the day, our focus is on integrity, it's on character, it's on values.
Gary Matson is the president of the Sarah Heinz House Board, and the values he's referring to are hard to miss. Howard Heinz opened the center, originally called the Kavod House, in 1901 with just a handful of boys, but its membership grew quickly. In 1903, girls were admitted. In 1914, after seeing how many children the Kavod House was helping, Howard's father, H.J. Heinz, built the existing building and named it in memory of his wife and Howard's mother, Sarah. The house became a charter member of the Boys and Girls Clubs of America in 1936.
H.J. Heinz, in his dedication speech, made the comment that he wanted to make it the best in the land for the purpose for which it was intended, and that was to help develop character and good citizenship in the young people of the community of Pittsburgh.
Catherine Patricia Petrak Cardell was one of those kids Howard Heinz had in mind. Now 67, she exercises here every day. She started coming here when she was just 6 years old.
Heinz House was my life. I lived here 5 days a week. My mother would tell you Heinz House raised us, not her. We were here so much.
Pat also volunteered here, and when she had children, they joined too. She then became part of the full-time staff, retiring just 7 years ago. Her memories help translate the rich history of the Heinz House, which spans generations.
Looking over these old photographs remind me of the Well Baby Clinic that was held in the basement. They gave us free formula, free examinations. In the clubs, you learned something different every week. They taught us how to sit, how to stand, shine our shoes, polish our nails. Here every Saturday morning we had sewing lesson. I wanted to take wood shop and I was refused because I was a girl.
Now young girls at the Heinz House are building robots alongside the boys.
I basically make the robots move and make sure they go well.
11-year-old Olivia Scott and 13-year-old Calvin Shamora both participate in the robotics program at the Heinz House. Everything Olivia and Calvin have learned about robotics, they learned here.
You have to learn what your skill is and what you want to do. You need to learn how to make the robot move and what type of programs you can use.
We have certain objectives and we have to work with that, and we have to build a robot based on those objectives.
Youth members are required to take 2 core programs each once a week. Gym Swim, which develops them physically, and the club program, which works on social skills.
Our core programs are critical in what we're trying to do with the kids. It's through those programs that we know that we're going to see the kids twice a week. We're going to develop those relationships that are core in their development.
Bob Bechtold is Director of Outreach and Recruitment. His story is like so many others here. As a kid, he was a member, and he was a volunteer before becoming a full-time staff member.
We really provide adult mentors and peer mentorships, and it's through those programs that the kids see the same adult week after week, the same staff member week after week.
Two high schoolers who have taken their roles as mentors seriously are 17-year-old Nick Foley and 18-year-old Nate Kibe. Both young men joined the Sarah Heinz House when they were 7, and now they're role models.
And as a kid, everyone looked up to the volunteers and the adult staff that helped. So you kind of wanted to be put in a position where kids could look up to you and you could show them the right way.
I remember being that younger kid and having those older members to look up to, and now that I'm in this position, sometimes I don't even realize it, but there'll be, the little kids that come up to you and you say hi and they know your name, so it's just crazy to know that you're always being watched and have those eyes on you.
Like Pat and Bob before them, both Nick and Nate are also volunteers. They're two of nearly 200 people who donate their time every week. With only 15 full-time staff members, the Sarah Heinz House simply couldn't run without volunteers.
They are, quite frankly, our lifeblood. Most of them are alums who come back to give back, and they know our program, they know our mission, they know exactly what we're trying to achieve in our programs, and so they fit in very nicely.
They do so much, and they don't ask for anything in return, and it's just really nice to have somebody like that where you can ask for help and they'll give it to you whenever.
Nick's volunteer work didn't go unnoticed. In September, he won the 2011 National Youth of the Year Award from the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. It came with a trip to Washington, D.C., where he got to meet celebrities, including basketball star LeBron James and actor Denzel Washington. But his biggest thrill was meeting the president.
I don't even know where to start with that, because just going into the Oval Office and thinking about how many amazing people have been in there through all of these years, and being in there meeting one of the highest ranked people in the world, it was really nice. I even got to sit behind his desk for a few minutes. That was pretty cool.
In 2007, the historic Heinz House looked to the future with an $11.4 million addition and renovation. The new wing, which is Gold LEED certified, includes a swimming pool and a climbing wall, a fitness center, and a dance room. During the day, while children are in school, the Heinz House utilizes the space by offering adult membership, including Silver Sneakers, an exercise program for senior citizens. Betty Greer joined the Sarah Heinz House 3 years ago, looking to improve her health. She found more than just a place to exercise.
Sarah Heinz House has made a tremendous impact on me. I just love coming here.
Friends and family, they're what make a house home, which is why so many kids who grow up at the Sarah Heinz House never want to leave.
Understands what Heinz is we're a family here. It is amazing, just the best place in the world that I can think of.